Ene fiada eye bojaye kasebo ne senti kasebo yi edemu Facebook, YouTube, CTV, GH kwa na wa like no wasanso ahye ama afofo nso ehunia ekoso wosemfo aso ne nso em no eso koje wo kire se de bedimu akotini bi eni. National Democratic Congress amanyokuo no ekire se electoral commission eya voter register no wonumu enhwehwemu ye no ena isinso ese etwemu kra na se apahu. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ekire se enyinama hoonde kanea no woba na se wonya benwa na wobete so kra e de aba 50%. Amahudo ensem ene Putin e de woni kese pa akwama Ukraine for any akudi akese a wonum ede kontokwane. Ensam no afoforo bi eka we humese salvegebre na yasane mo ede amao ewie musomfo yeme Lateefa Akuffo memoaha. Ya na yede NDC amanyokuo no ena ehyasie na eya na wotwe bebrenie wonu mapem so asa electoral commission no voter register no wose niam ba ko mienu bi ekoso wo mu a wonu mu entiase ntenke be ya mpanifo enye audit pa emfa ho no ena isin so ekire se de wonu meduru ni de woye audit na enye yi.
What is needed at this time? It is premature. 11. The Commission wishes to inform the general public that the voters' exhibition exercise in itself is an audit. The exhibition offers an avenue for the auditing of the register. It unearths discrepancies and allows for prescribed legal processes to correct the discrepancies. Perhaps this is the first time the NDC has taken interest in the register. Otherwise, one would have expected them to call for such an audit of the 2016 register, which contained photos of plants and animals representing voters. It is important to note that, contrary to what is being alluded, since 1992, the voters' register has never been audited. 12. The exhibition exercise enables citizens to verify their details and allows for the unearthing of discrepancies in the register. Additionally, it provides for the correction of discrepancies in the register. This is not new. This has been the practice since 1992. The process of cleaning and strengthening the voters' register is well defined by law. We have also noted comments by the NDC to the effect that the very doctor that created the problem should not be the doctor that will resolve the problem. The EC must agree for an independent body to audit them. The EC holds a contrary view to the position held by the NDC. We reiterate that it is the EC that is clothed with the responsibility and capacity to address discrepancies in the provisional voters register. The Commission has been doing this since 1992. It has the experience to do this and does not require any external organization to do its work.
Yatwa and Seminole Esodiana said year 2024 December 7 abatono Omanfo bebrena echere se emubeya drimpane senti edisro enihu ababeja wonum no eye deputy defense minister Orakofi Amankwame no ede samaba betudwa se wabo homodin bia de hyehyɛ yahodo egu aponso a abatono no ebeye asumdwe kwan so sansa posifo eni asrafo nyina beka bomu akonkoden
Yamra yede echechere o mine yede buga na mine the constitution of our republic. Emma, the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, ye Rampeni. Emma no hopine. Say a group baby na se Jumano, police for Ignase Suda for a better or mochi no more a year Jumana Sudia Pemo. Atena, or hopine so Timima Suda for or Obwa police. Obian Tenasi, Emo na Dreamopo, say or park or ye be na boa battle or park or ye be na said the Ama particular political party on Atlantic. Kasa biasa ego. Emsa kwatu dura kasa no ya net doso. Ye eni hokra no ye kama no eyese ase ewo. Obi antena se ebo na dwimoko. Ne emu Ghana ma omo a sebe demra hye omo sa so omo mo oman no. Wo gidie se omo beye adwumason ama so bia ewo. Atena ontimo obi a eyemu enhyehyem. Nyentofa year free nipem December 7 nkonkoto aba baby a obeno ontonko na me de obusamia ka me ka tro se baby ye Ghana akodani Ira Muhammadu Bahomia me de enka no na meka enso maka ne sa enkyere se eno no obi adwe but obi ankoto aba no waba okoto ye no ye wabambofo ewo Ghana me bebo waba no ba enye basa ye gidigidi enye Ghana ba ko pe adwo na menim se abambofo a ye wo Ghana ye police and military omo be ye adwuma kese abo Ghana ho ba ma somdue a ye we asomdue no atena ho se to abano ewia enti mesere obia so obia Philip nkoto aba ma obia enju ade ba ko amede beka ho se wo a ebia wadwembone bi se abato ye a ye kotwe wo de basa bi be ba nka me kasa ne be futu se dwi ho esan se abambofo ebe yo bodu
NPP Franketufo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ena ekase wasi wenya benwana wobehwe se enyina mahondin kanea no wono ebete so 50% na fenso no wahwe se solar energy no ebetimi aboani padodo na wode nsem to dwa teshi eye Church of Pentecost.
Gas no also solo. The person Ghana, you're taking bold decision. You're moving away from primary dependence on oil and gas. Now you're moving to solar power to generate electricity. Solar power. Yamidi Achayem free. The harnessing solar power noa. You bet me electricity. Two things. Solar power no me present 2,000 megawatts of solar power ever come. And no adding electricity bill ever form by 50% reduction. There also me 2,000 megawatts no, it requires a lot of solar panels. Bebre, and to be importing solar panels. You are setting up factories for the manufacturing of the solar panels right here in Ghana. Now your memory of Juma.
Yatwa and Seminole Esodiana Asen Central Marshal Bejenin and Akasa Ediafa eye Astrotefa one more Eyama this year. Ya walk in Tampo North Messinino Emu Esma Wakano Emu Kakra in TB.
Nano ena Kintampo North MCU Ra Isaac Bafo ya wono anso ena ejina mu ama NPP amanyoko no aprempotem honum rashibedwe dibre ene empanyifo bi ekodododo asase bi so a wo kire se afei ene wo ba behye astrotev dwubedia sempotem ho nanso wabra onunyamfo kende akompreko Japan eba ampotem ho bekasa no nensma wode etu dwa ya na akwakoye central ne ebo anesa ene se emfie aduasa mienu ni ena Kintampo North fo ato abade ama NDC amanyoko no na safi wansesa wonoma adwena nto ama NPP amanyoku no a saa astrotef dwumadi no enya de ebekoso ewo kwambia so okasa no ebufuo kakra wonenim one yensem twerofo etwetwe nkombo
na zaman to dia man top na tinjira musi afame development dia ani emi akasa astrotef no me na me chairman Ghana gas met me ami ayamamo and so me nyabia and said that bia monto mo be tim yo me won wiase nyina so monto aba and ti be fam ma and na bia me fam ma that is the more controller general when you so yamao migration director general when you so e bia biam ani e bi mawa when you so I say can create a one year then we see a strong partner funny that we have a strap here we also have this in no control about my this in then put you to be my and now me ask me mananum I him for part for more kintampo me ask me mamu challenge
Echire no share boss say NPP amanyoku no enye tumi no a obesi 6 unit classroom block ama empotem ho for ama desuansem agina ne nai so
ana we dia mesra Moses Amonsan amen choboy woni bibi matua mi amaba krom ha ewia bi sa me be sa asabi wa ni nyina me ko ya mutu mama every imputio wasi mutu aba 32 years nyina deputy minister ani mwanya mama nga samtiro Akuffo adu abran zoro director general of immigration ofri controller general our Ghana Sikaso or Kasem Puamepu or freaking Tampo. Why are there? And you find Nana, one challenge makes me Mount Challenge. Say December 7, Motu Obama MPP, Mia Casa, Beba Bessi. 12 classroom block and you are checking.
Ensem yemu eno himpon Emma Wangara manfo a ewon potem ho Masaba Saraki Fanyinama ede adesrede eto Dr. Matthew Poku Prempenim se nyame ya adom na NPP amanyoku befetumi ni kita won hwe se obema owura Isaac Bafoamiya ya wono ena empotem wo gina NPP amanyoku ni dima premier so bedwadi bre no obema ni ministry appointment na wono nso so etimi edimo ewo maimo.
The incoming Vice President, there are a lot of work for us here. But we want to assure you, if everything goes well, our MC, who is coming to be the MP for Kintampo, we want you to give him an appointment. Apart from Mr. Dufo, who had been deputy minister during the MPP regime, during Dr. President Akuffo's regime, we didn't have anybody from Kintampo since 32 good years. We don't have any minister. So we are begging you, we are going into terms with you, with the New Democratic Party, as the people of Akuffo guide it. If this goes well, if our MCE didn't get anything at all, deputy minister should be given to him.
Yakoyanim ewo ensamno emudiana so afọ bedie chire yo hwensase ene wo boade enyuma eso eye George Mrekuduka ede nsama tudwa etrese galamse yi a ese yensuo ne yensase no ade aban no emfo aso kwa wo bekoso ase wo twesafo no nina no aso ne momu no aban eye mpanimfo a wama ho kwan se wontu femegudie no wo behwe nso se hyehye ahodo na wo de begu aponso se de beye na otimi edisu yi.
It is misdirected because I was expecting them to have condemned the statement made by His Excellency, the former President Mahama, before even calling for this action. because you can't just, in a way, out of the blue, you just say put a ban on what? What are the metrics? What have you done? What analysis have you done? The statement that President Mahama made was unfortunate. So why didn't they, in a way, ask him to apologize? Secondly, yes, people are destroying our river bodies. There are measures we need to take to clamp down recalcitrant who are destroying our river bodies. And I agree with them perfectly. And I agree with Ghanaians on the call to wake up on the battle against irresponsible mining. But I am personally against the call for the ban on mining generally. You can't ban mining. I mean, why must you ban mining? If, for example, you do an audit and there are infractions in a company, do you collapse the company or you correct the infractions? It's better for you to correct the infractions and move on, have a very organized kind of company than to say just close it down. Then we would have closed all the companies in Ghana, because year in, year out, they organize audits and they flag some infractions. So if that is going to be the modus operandi, then we'll be closing all the companies in Ghana. So I don't think that is the way to go. The section that we are facing the challenges, how do we resolve the challenge? That must be the concern.
What would be the way to go?
The way is for us as a government. We will be deploying the river guards soon. It's been adopted in Peru, it's been adopted in Brazil, China, and it worked. Recruiting people from the communities along the river banks and making sure that they are uniformed, they are trained.
Akamia say kebi mamin kebi no enye dwuma yie ewe bibre mu ha ne titu ene Ghana memusa se dodo na edisika ena eto voter we enya de bia eye kra ensem we eye Transparency International nafa edi Ghana Integrity Initiative NSA.
Jumedie no Ghana Integrity Initiative, Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, and Ghana Center for Democratic Development, and aka wonwabo mo de hwehwe so ni so adehunu ne say what one many esa abato ho to abo ahodro sika dodo a empanyifo ebesai no na fe nso wonom de wanu asa ehu say obi edi tumi a edi ama no aboro so ana na mpo vote buying bi pie mu a eno nso watwero ho asem na ebra wo pa ho ntoma wankran ha no ena Executive Director Emma Ghana Integrity Initiative Mary Awalanada editor dwase say o my Ghana yen kamgam kabia mamu no akwakọ yesika samu ni sika enya de a obetumi ayi amanwesem amana ye ye wo kwan bia so dodo no anso no mai sika ye de ahwe won mo nsa no wo di mane bro so ya ekeka ko rocket asosho pre dream ene kankan mu
has long been recognized as a beacon of democracy, and everywhere you go within the African continent, we are mentioned as a good example. Increasingly, however, there have been, this democracy, or the beautiful democracy we're talking about, has been threatened because of the monetization or the excessive monetization of the processes, and also in financing of elections. So the influence of money on elections, the unchecked advantage of incumbency, and the harmful practice of vote buying not only undermine the integrity of our elections, but also erode trust of citizens in our democratic institutions, as captured in the Afrobarometer Round 9 and other studies, including Transparency International's Global Corruption Barometer. Women, the youth, the vulnerable, and mostly all citizens who are not well endowed are alienated from the political competitive space because of the monetization of our democracy. And we have seen it over time increasing. We have witnessed from 2012, 2016, 2020, and now what money is doing to our elections.
What one is Samsono, what it would just say Ghana Center of Democratic Development, any Westminster Foundation, Eka won who bomu and Shimubia, Eda ne de say, Anya Shekurano, so be Jana Maymo, na ya tuaba edi amount, say Yem Rashibeja, announce Mampeni Akunyanwa. I just say unya 389,803 Ghana cedis. Yeah, and what it to $2 no one, $85,000 and sana. It's me ama hon kwan. Am wajina mpo ena kampesi yedudi abakrata ye koto abano ewo suo no mu. Ochire say sekebemem ka bia memo no say de tie dia. Ene no my Ghana ye yirakra.
According to an assessment by the CDD and the Westminster Foundation, on average, a candidate needs to raise 389 Ghana cedis, 389,803 Ghana cedis. That's 85,000 to be able to do the internal party processes for the parliamentary instance. If we say this, then how many of us can do that in a year? How much are you paid if you take your annual salary? So it means already some of us are alienated from that process, or we are by force removed from competing in this process. It is also seen in many of the processes that you need over $1 million to do that process as a presidential candidate in the parties. So we are saying that and also we have a murky system where the processes are not too clear when it comes to our framework. So the provisions governing political party financing in Ghana are contained in Chapter 7 of the 1992 Constitution, specifically in Article 55. The Political Parties Act, Act 574. The legal frameworks make provisions for various things, including public and private funding, disclosure and reporting obligations, and then filing of returns and accounts by the political parties.
NCC ampanifo no kofo anochi teaching hospital ye no ewo asante mantem no wochira emu akwansidie no aba bedoso die dimu akotene pa sikasem Ghana yesidina na honde na tia ba form kra no project no penia wono eneda no same edubuache wone ensenjofo akasa akyerɛkyerɛ sɛ de niema esifa eko.
Amounts that we have raised, the exchange rate has not been our friend. You realize that at the start of the project, the dollar to the cedi was about around 11 point something. Today is over 16. So the more the dollar depreciates, the more effect it has on us. We have been around 39%, 40% for quite a long time. And it is expected that a lot more companies would come on board than what we are seeing. Let me put this in perspective. No mining company has responded to the King's call. There are about 14 mining companies within the enclave of Komfanochi Teaching Hospital. None has paid off. Financial institutions or commercial banks, there are about 24 of them. Only 3 commercial banks have come on board. Rural banks, about 4 of them have come. So there are a lot more. There are, if you want to count how many churches are within the region, it's numerous. That's how I put it. How many churches have come on board? There are about 14 churches that have come on board. So though we have done well with our fundraising, a lot more identifiable groups are yet to show up. Pace of work is in a way such that it is a renovation. It is not a new building. So even as you make some progress, realize that there's something that has to be done owing to the solid nature of the building that we are tackling. We are on course to complete the first 2 floors by the end of September, and we hope after the first 2 have been done, the rest will fall into place and will become a lot more easier for us to speed up the pace of work compared to what has happened in the past.
Afe yanko jedie ensemo. Wajedi ensem emuno empenifo di ababa tuja se eye koko no yana yotono 20,908 Ghana cedis no enei wepeje mo edi akwa kojina eye 48,000 Ghana cedis was we eye peton no die.
The producer price of cocoa for the 2024-2025 season is 48,000 Ghana cedis per ton, or 3,000 Ghana cedis per 64 kg bag. On the interseason basis, it has increased from 20,928 or 1,308 Ghana cedis per 64 kg bag at the opening of the 2023-2024 season to now 48,000 Ghana cedis per ton or 3,000 Ghana cedis per 64 kg bag. This is an unprecedented 129.36% increase from last year's season's announcement. We are really not in competition with Côte d'Ivoire. We are partners in supporting the cocoa industry, and that's why the respected Honorable for the Côte d'Ivoire Ghana Initiative, Honorable Asamvo, Côte d'Ivoire Ghana Initiative is here. We do things in sync. The last year, I think our prices were slightly higher than Côte d'Ivoire. There were no issues. We don't expect any huge gap in prices. But that said, the objective of both countries, both governments, is to improve the lives of cocoa farmers, and any price that is announced is in that direction.
Afe amahudo ensem. Vladimir Putin, Russia mampeni etrese amahudo night na ho eyen hwehan ema ho kwan ema Ukraine for ede wakodi a ano odin pa ebe kontokwa ewe Russia man no emu anase wosoma eba wono mu man ni mu anachese ababe ye NATO for ene Russia for entokwa pa wodi besie ni a enya asem kotoa wodi nsem wei etudwa esanse empenifo eye British Prime Minister and afi US mampeni Joe Biden wono mu hia ya na atose wobetena se yenshemu edi afakwaya wonu befa so ama Ukraine for ekwan se wonko no wonfa sa akodie no enkoko ntokwa na se wonsuma ewo Russia man no emweno ena mampeni Vladimir Putin etrempeni for se wotira ho eyenhwe han na se Ukraine for ye de opese oye ne dia entokwa no emu beye din pa. Area from to broadcast ya boy ya bread be somono eha na mrema kwai na yedini na no ediesi wa to Facebook YouTube bia no ye ni so na ye dododo ene fiada entimedo for me so hwe husu ye musomfo ye me Lateefa Akuffo madawase amammo ene sha makao.